I want to. I mean, there are all sorts of regulatory schemes that have been brought in countries all around the world, and we work with all of them. Some of them we think work better than others, and I can give you chapter and verse on why that is. I think what is very clear, and particularly coming from an Airbnb perspective, where we do have a large part of our host base who are hosts like the ones you have been talking about today. They are real people, they are real families, they often live in their homes or they're sharing a space. What is very clear is that the existence of conditions, be they planning, licensing that requires a lot of sort of steps to be taken, be it, it could be cost, it could be complexity, or just sheer confusion. The existence of those barriers actually, paradoxically, takes out of the market the people that you don't want to take out. So it's the very, very professional hosts that are able to navigate these kind of expensive, burdensome regulations. It's your everyday families who, perhaps are earning our average host earning, 5,000 or 6,000 euros a year. They are the ones that leave the markets. It's the people that are sharing rooms. They are the ones that withdraw. That accommodation, of course, doesn't go onto the long-term market. So I think, we see that pattern repeated again and again and again around the world. Where systems do work really well are, as I've said before, the idea of a registration system that can provide the evidence base that we've been talking about in this room today, the type, the volume, the nature of short-term letting activity in a geography, that can then be used to actually make robust planning policy decisions that are supported by evidence. And we are very, very strongly in favour of that process taking place. We are extremely respectful of and supportive of the ability of local authorities to make those decisions. Our experience is internationally that those the factors that go into planning are often very localised. So the idea that you just sort of lay down the same set of rules to cover a whole country very rarely works in terms of achieving objectives. So our experience is this sort of two-step process where you put in a registration system that effectively gives you the evidence base around short-term letting, and then you allow regulators at the appropriate level to make decisions that balance the needs of preserving the tourism economy and the needs of protecting housing. You allow them to do that at the appropriate level. We think that's the right way to do it. We welcome the opportunity to work with regulators all around the world.